Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Blue Blocks. This is a great new sponsor, folks. Last time we talked to you about Blue Blocks' amazing sleep mask. It's almost illegal how good this stuff is.
Hey.
Now we're here to tell you about their light filtering glasses. It's pretty cool. First up, Sleep Plus. Get yourself some red lenses for true blue and green light blocking to use after sundown. And then you get your sleep mask. Get a sleep mask. Then we go clear blue light lens filter blue light during the day. Chances are you spend the workday in front of a computer or in an office with artificial light. You can cut down on headaches and eye strain with clear blue glasses. They look just like regular glasses. And we have the summer glow, which Mark is showing off. Yellow lenses. This is color therapy for the winter blues, clinically proven to lift your mood. Plus, you get all the benefits of blue light blocking. Mark, they sent you a pair. You liking them or what?
I love the pair. They feel good. I look cool. The vision on this thing, they really help the light. They cut the blue out and just make everything crisp. Try that out, Jeff.
Yeah,
You got to see what it looks like. They look hip. They're very nice. They got a good shape. There's many different styles. Check them out. Support Blue Blocks because they support Tuesdays with Stories. Get yours today. Get 20% off with code Tuesdays at blueblocks.com/Tuesdays. That's BLUBLOX.com/Tuesdays for 20% off. Blueblocks.com/Tuesdays and use promo code Tuesdays for 20% off. Help your eyeballs today, folks.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Here we go.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Welcome to Tuesdays with Stories. It's another Tuesday. I can't even believe it. These days are just flying by.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're back on the road again, and the world seems to be opening up. I've gotten 8 shots. People in Minneapolis got shots. So, yeah, things are cooking again.
Yeah, 46 shots, or what was the Bruce Springsteen? 42 shots, 51 shots?
21 gun salute?
No, it was something about 48 shots, or 41 shots. That's it.
Ah.
It's about a Native American, I think, who was shot 41 times, or maybe he was black. I can't remember.
Jesus, that's a lot of shooting. I mean, I think he was dead after the first 14.
Well, it's like Sonny Bono there on the causeway. Corleone, I meant to say.
Big diff.
They shoot him a bunch of times, and I guess the reasoning was Sonny was so tough and strong, they wouldn't leave him to any chance, so they really blow the snot out of him, and he keeps doing that thing where he's walking around a bunch.
Yeah, that was a little much.
It's a little silly, but any jizz.
And he did survive, right?
No, he died.
Ah.
He's dead. Look what they did to my boy.
Right.
Vito survived.
Vito.
He got shot 6 times. They hit him with 5 shots, and he's still alive. 5, I guess it is.
Yes.
Anyways.
Don't worry, the cat's sniffing. It won't lick or bite.
The cat is scary. I don't know if it's in the shot or not. I'm afraid of it hitting the thing here. Pardon me. Sorry.
Anything you move, they're like a T-Rex. It's all movement.
Oh, he thinks it's a toy. Well, I guess it's not going to... I'm just worried he's going to hit the button. It speeds our voices up, and all of a sudden we're talking like this. You know?
Yeah. No, we're good. It's a very gentle cum guzzler there. He's a hell of a puss.
But I think the ears pointed up. Doesn't that mean that they're angry or gay or...
Something's gay, maybe. I think you'll know if something... This is chill mode. But hey, we don't want to do a cat pod. What are we, 2 divorcee women?
Yeah, what is it with the ladies with the cats? And why is it such a bad... what's that word? Moniker? Cameron? Chandler, I wanted to say.
Oh, Monica and Phoebe? No, what is it?
What's that? Why is it such a bad omen or...
Shtick?
No, when you...
No.
A bad face, a bad... What's it called?
Bad look, bad boy. Bad egg.
When
bad
you
apple.
the idea of a woman with cats is considered like shitty. She sucks.
Red flag?
No, I mean red flag works, but there's a fucking this is one of the ones where people are screaming at us.
Yeah, I don't know this one. Red bad.
Why is it such
wolf.
a blank to be a lady with cats?
I don't know. I don't know what you it's a bad. I think it's bad because it's always like 11 cats. So something's off here. You got 1, 2, maybe. More than that, though, you're getting into hoarder territory.
But I think even one, there's this thing, cat lady. This cat lady, she's a cat lady. Heads up, cat lady. You know, but I know a lady who's single and beautiful and smart and funny and just has one cat.
That's cool.
Because she, just whatever. But, you're always afraid that you're going to be known as like this kooky cat lady. But this is a cool lady. But I think guys come over, they come out and she's like, I got a wine. And they're like, she's got wine. She's got a cat. She's a psycho.
I don't know. Yeah, a couple cats, 5 cats, it's almost like a Cuomo. You get 1 or 2 ladies going, hey, what's up with this guy? But then you get 9 of them, and you're like, something's up here.
Right.
Same with cats.
I suppose so, but I don't know. So I'm just saying that the cat ladies should be, I can't think of these words, free of...
Stigma.
Stigma. Why is it so stigmatized?
Yes.
I think that's it. Why is it so stigmatized to be a lady with a cat? That's
I think
what I'm
one
getting
is
at.
fine. One is fine.
One's okay.
1, 2 I'd give you, but I think any animal. You got 19 pigs and 14 geese and a chicken coop. Something's up.
Well, 19 pigs was me in my 20s, folks. That's the Joe List story.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, oink oink.
Who's the genuinely no need to tell a tall tale or a wide tale? Just give me the regular, the goods, the straightforward juice. Fattest girl you ever fucked. Because I feel like you fucked some thick ones. I saw one that showed up at the cellar one time.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I remember thinking it was a big moment for me in our relationship. I don't think we've ever talked about this because
Really?
there was a time where you were single and mingling.
Oh, yeah, big mingle.
And you fucked over here and you fucked over there. And I thought, I assume you're a good-looking guy. You're fun. You're funny. You're handsome. Whatever. I'm gay, obviously.
Sure.
I was like, oh, man, he must be really taking down some hot numbers. And then we were at the cellar, and this lady showed up and said, oh, my God, Mark. And, she was touching your leg. And I thought, what's going on here? Who's this, hockey goalie?
Sure, linebacker.
She looked like Goldberg, the goalie. And all of a sudden, you're like, I slept with this girl. And it really made me think, boy, maybe he's not killing it out there.
Well, I don't discriminate when it comes to the ways of the gash. I mean, I can find beauty in all kinds of hogs, whether it's a Shetland pony or a moose, so I dabbled in every country, every genre, every race, and every size.
Yeah, okay. It was nice because it did open up. I was like, maybe this guy, he really cares about the little people and the big people.
Aha. That's a good point. Nobody cares about the big.
Big is not getting enough love. Well, they're doing it in the magazines and stuff. They put the big cunt on there and they say, oh, wow, she's crazy, she's brave or whatever, which is nice. But I want a little cred because I'm like, hey, I was fucking girls way bigger than this that were like missing teeth and had little mustache on either side.
Oh, I know about the little double Hitler.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The Hitler spread.
Right. Horrible sandwich spread.
But any jizz, because as people know, I think we told the story years ago when Tom Dustin was on. In Plattsburgh, I fucked a woman who was 300 pounds if she was a foot.
Yeah.
And
she only had 1 foot from diabetes.
I mean, she was wild. She was big like Texas, and it was really ugly. And she cracked the bathroom tiles, and she blew me on the toilet. It was really a wild situation. Meanwhile, Tom was having sex with an older lady. Who was a grandmother, so that was something. A young grandmother, like she had a kid when she was 15, and she had a kid when she was 11 or whatever.
Yikes.
And that was all at the same time, and so that was like, I got like a legendary big one. Now, do you have, how big are we talking?
Oh, I've had some Rosie O'Donnells to John Panette. Like, I've had some gals I had to put on a string and take a photo. I mean, it was a humdinger. One time, me and a pal of mine, we would go to these bars and just dance on the dance floor until like you end up rubbing up against the lady, and then you go home with her. That was the old way,
of course,
back before the Tinders and the apps. And he got this tall cup of jizz, beautiful, just fair-haired skook, and I had to take the friend home because I was trying to be a pal. And we banged him in the same room.
Oh, boy.
And I was watching him plow Skinny Minnie while I had old Louis Anderson on the floor. And it was tough.
Boy.
There is something to a plumpy because they give and they love it and they appreciate it.
And there's something fun about that leg that starts wide at the base and then just thins out to the ankle. Because the ankle's always relatively thin, so you get that big,
Parking
triangle.
cone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's a safety cone. But boy, it sounds like you were, fishing for women at the Improv, the A&E's Improv, because you got Louis Anderson, Rosie O'Donnell, and
point.
fucking Wolfson, or whatever that guy's name
Wolf
was.
Blitzer. Well, all my comics. Oh no, wait.
What's that guy's name? Wolfberg.
Dennis
Wolfberg.
Yes. Apparently he murdered, by the way.
Like the biggest killer ever, and then he blew you in '91.
Yeah. The whiskers on that wolf were tough with the fangs. But all I know is comics. That's all my references. So I gotta branch out and do some actors or athletes.
But anyways, it was those were fun days. But
Yeah.
what's your feeling on like pregnancy porn? You ever dabble in there? You ever go into that?
I've caught it on accident. Hey, big bitch rides small dick or whatever. So you're like, well, let me click on this, and I didn't know there was a fetus in there. I thought it was just a plump lady.
Well, it starts to smooth out. It looks different because one hangs and one sticks out.
Protrudes.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't care for it. I worry about the child. I'm against child abuse. I don't want to see the mom getting hurt. And I worry about the water breaking.
Well, that's what made me think of it. I was talking to my buddy yesterday, I'm talking to a friend, but he's got a friend whose wife is pregnant, and she's, 52 weeks or 48 hours, another 48 hours, whatever the time is. Mm-hmm. What's 9 months times 36 weeks, I guess.
Aha.
Is that right? 9 times 4 is 36.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so whatever it is, he was like, he's trying to have this baby and it's overdue or whatever, and the doctor said the best way to do it is going to sound crazy or it's going to sound like we're college buddies, but you got to let your husband fuck the shit out of you because that will induce labor. You got to just fuck and fuck and fuck.
What?
So this guy's like living on the high horse over here. He's like, you got it. He's popping blue chews and fucking his wife up the ass until Christmas. And, he's like, maybe if you blew me, that might help a lot.
Wait a minute. That helps with
Inducing labor.
getting her pregnant.
No. Inducing labor. She's like, she's 9 months pregnant.
But it won't come out. It's constipated.
Yeah, it's just sitting in there. It's got a home and a lamp and a book.
Whoa.
And so the doctor says if you get that dick far enough in there, it'll scare the kid, and the kid will dive out, I guess. I don't know the exact science.
Interesting. It seems like the kid would crawl up higher, like, oh, Jesus, this cock's coming at me.
That would be fun if your tit blows up and the fetus is in the tit.
Yeah.
That would be something. A cartoon, at least. Someone animate that.
Please. Wow, that's a hell of a doc.
Yeah, but it sounds like the best doctor ever. I wish, if my wife went in and said, I need a checkup, and he's like, you need to be fucked to get your blood pressure down.
Yeah, and I like the idea of the wife going, I got a headache. He's like, hey, it's what the doctor ordered.
Right, exactly. I got a prescription here.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about, evidently, I heard this, I don't know if this is real, but this might be a Me Too, whatever, fake, I don't know. But I heard a story about, and I think you could go to jail for this, but Maxim magazine or one of these guy magazines, they put a fake article on one page of the magazine. There was like an ad on one side for cigarettes or whatever, and on the other page, it was like a well-written article that made it look like a Cosmo. And said anal is good for you.
Wow.
Or something. So guys could rip it out and send it and bring it to their wife and be like, hey, look, I found this article in Cosmo or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was an article by, Dr. Van Nostrand or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, if anal sex is really good for your metabolism. Oh, it helps you lose weight. I think that was the angle.
Wow.
So I don't know if that's true, but I heard about that and I was like, that's pretty ingenious.
Diabolical. Yeah, because every lady wants to lose weight. And, if Cosmo says it, I'll try it. And I've always thought about it. And it has perks, bodily perks. So I'm in.
You need perks if you want anal.
Percocets, yeah. But let me ask you this there, Fatty. What would you prefer if you had to pick one? We're talking older lady, we'll say 60.
Okay.
Or fat. Young, fat, old, pretty. What do you pick?
At this point, I'd go old pretty because, first of all, I did the fat thing. I did the damn thing. I fucked all fat all the time. I mean, I was the heavy hitter.
Yeah.
That was my thing. And people thought it was my thing, but really I just had very low self-esteem. No offense to the fat ladies out there.
Well, it's what you could get. You know, it was you got the goose where it was given.
Exactly. So, and you know, and it was fun. I'm sounding like an asshole here. You know, fat people are people and whatever, but we're talking sexual preference here.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because some sexual preferences are offensive, but
Yes.
some are brave. Isn't that weird?
I love that. Yeah.
Like sometimes if you're like, yeah, I really like, thigh-high nylons and heels and a girl to crawl on her hands and knees, that's my thing. People are like, you're a piece of shit and an asshole.
I know. I don't get that.
But if you're like, I love men and I'm a man, that's like good for you. I'm proud of you.
I have a bit about it. My gay friends like, I like muscular men, and I'm like, I like thin women. Everybody's like, you're an asshole. And I'm like, well, how come he can have one and he could be shallow, but I can't?
Yeah, it's very strange.
It doesn't make sense, but here's what I boil it down to this, that women take all that personally. Like,
right.
You know, if a woman goes, I like a tall guy, I got to go, oh, well, sucks for me. But if I go, I like a thin lady, they go, hey, fuck you. And I'm like, well, why am I an asshole? You can lose weight. I can't gain height.
Yeah, and it's a weird thing because you're like, well, I'm not saying I'm superior to these people. I'm saying that's what I like to have sex with.
Right.
And I don't quite understand. I'm into
I get it.
Thin women, and a lot of times people will come back with that of like, well, you're no whatever, and I'm like,
I know.
Yeah, well, first of all, I didn't name a person.
Yes.
I'm just saying this is what I'm into. And
You're
second of
mean.
all,
I'm not.
Yeah, I didn't claim to be. No one's like, I really like, kind of yellowish teeth that don't face the right direction.
And it also shows their true colors because everybody goes, oh, men are shallow, men are objectifying me. But like, I said I like this, and you took it personally, which means you equate it with bad in your head. So you don't like it. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, if I talk about I like thin women and you go, fuck you, that means you think fat women are gross.
Right.
Because you took it offensively.
But now there's also fetishizing. If I'm like, I like fat women exclusively, people are like, you're fetishizing them, which is confusing because I'm like, well, I'm not fetishizing. That's just what I'm into. I thought we were having a conversation here.
Yeah.
Should I fuck someone I don't want to fuck just to be PC?
Right.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and then if you don't like trans women, you're transphobic, you're like, look, I'm just telling you which way the needle's moving. I don't know. Like, I didn't pick this. This is how I was born. I'm like, that's why pedophiles, if a pedophile doesn't fuck a kid, I'm like, hey, he's all right. He can't choose that.
Right. He's doing a service.
Yes, he wants to do it and he doesn't. That's a hero.
That's pretty good. Wait, what did we start?
We'll get in trouble for that.
Talking about fat
lady.
So anyways, I think I'd rather have sex with the old lady.
Oh, yeah.
Because first of all, I'm attracted to older women.
Same.
And also, I'm married, so I'm like, eventually, I'm going to have sex with an older woman who I assume will be thin. She's been thin her whole life. Her mother's thin. So I'm like, let me get a little practice on that fucking an old thin woman. And the young fat woman, I've had a lot of sex with a young fat woman.
Yeah, good call.
So
I'd
go old. I'm interested, too. That's intriguing to me.
Yeah, also, an old pretty means you're really taking care of yourself. Because I think as you get older, men and women, it's hard to keep things going. The hair's getting out of there, the skin's wrinkling, the shit's sagging. If you're still attractive as an old person, that means you were really attractive. Because it's like it's in your genes.
Right, exactly. And you fit in those genes.
Mom jeans.
But yeah, so I think so. By the way, it's harder and harder. Yikes, the claw came at me.
That was a stretch. He's tucked in. Look at that. That's a sign of comfort.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, the ears look a little more down.
Yeah, he's got the weird Batman tufts.
Oh, Jesus. What's its name again?
Greg.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Greg the cat. Anyways, so yeah, I'd go old lady. How about you?
Definitely old all day. But yeah, they've experience. You can throw them around. Their bones are brittle. You can break a femur. I'm into it.
That feels like both groups are grateful, though. They're both grateful to be fucking a young, handsome man, which I'm not anymore, but...
The only problem is with the old, I feel like it would. You need a little lube. Might be a little dusty downtown. I don't know if the moisture is pumping.
But I'm all lube all the time.
Really?
I like lube. I got myself some Astroglide. I don't want to get too personal here, but I got a little Astroglide, which I always heard in like punchlines of jokes, but it's all natural. It's great. You put it in there and give it a squeeze.
What?
And it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Turkey baster? What are we talking here?
Well, it's a little, I looked over here like it might be next to me.
Yeah.
It's a little plastic thing, and it comes out hot and fast. You get a little on your finger and stick that right in the stink hole, and then rub a little on your cock for good luck, and you're right in there. It's slippery as a seal.
It is slipperier, and it feels great because when a gal is super wet, I mean, it's a water park down there. It's a fun time. But the lube has a special kind of slide.
Exactly. It's an Astro Glide. It's scientifically proven.
Yes.
Sure, the natural stuff is nice, but you got to be honest. I mean, if you're fucking a 17-year-old girl or whatever, I should have said older than that, obviously.
Sure.
But when we were 17, we fucked 17-year-olds. If you're having sex with a girl who's 22, 23, she's just a river down there. But as they get older, it's a little tricky. So you get a Glide. And who wants to go natural when you have a scientific study? You know what I mean? It's like you're still using MapQuest over here. Let me just get a Google, put it on the windshield, and it tells me the way to go.
Good point. Usually natural is always better. You know, like, natural, real tits versus fake tits, or this is an organic orange. It's better than the chemical. But for some reason with lube, the natural is worse.
Well, I prefer natural tits over a fake tit.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, wait, shit.
Natural usually wins.
That was one of those ones where you think you have a good point, and you have a completely horrible point.
You proved my point.
Yeah, boy, that was bad.
No, it helps
I'm trying
me.
to think of what's better than what fake. Well.
Yeah, it's tough. Like a toupee is bad. Fake lips is bad. Oh, maybe a prosthetic leg, but then...
No, that's no good.
That's
Other
no
than
good.
that Pistorius guy, he could run pretty fast.
Oh yeah, the Blade Runner.
The bendy blades.
You think he killed his lady?
I don't know. That was one of those stories I skip. There's certain stories I go, I'm not interested. Skip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the lady was like a supermodel, so it made it a little more fun.
Any jizz. Boy, this is good stuff, I think. My God.
That's weird when they do that. They go, oh, what a shame. She was so beautiful, as if she was a witch or a hag. They'd be like, fuck it. What are you going to do?
Point.
People die.
Yeah, he murdered 3 women, but they were all fat and yucky, so
Right,
what can you do?
Sounds like an old DePaulo style bit.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he was great.
So I got to tell you, I got the second shot.
Oh, yeah, me too. I want to hear your second shot. Let's trade second shot stories.
Well, I get back in from Tejas. I went hog wild in Texas, killed Tony, the Paramount Theater. I saw the creek. I went to the creek and the cave. Go there, right downtown, right off 6th Street, and it's this place. I mean, Rebecca fell ass backwards into the coolest venue in Austin. It's badass, baby. I mean, it's a outdoor patio with a bar, huge bar on the inside. The pinball machines are all there from Queens.
Wow.
Big showroom. Nate's there this weekend. It's oversold. They had to push people away. I mean, Pepitone was there when I was there. They had Ali Sadiq. I mean, they are cooking.
Joe Pepitone or not, I own the inside of that plate. I can't wait. So is Paramount Theater cool with you stopping in and doing some guest spots or what?
Who the hell knows? But hey, that was sold out. It didn't take away from anything. I just popped over. I had to see Rebecca and check out the new digs. And boy, it did not disappoint.
Oh, I got to hit him up because I'm there for the whole week. I'm going to be in Austin for a week leading up to Paramount. So I'll be bumping into you in the street. Get your tickets. Paramount Theater. May 15th.
With Nate, is there any crossover?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That could be fun.
But anyways, that's exciting. I'm going to go check that out. I didn't know it was already open. It was like one of those things you heard the Creek of the Cave is opening in Austin. All of a sudden, you're already there.
Yeah, they got right to it. And everything, there's 18 clubs are opening. The Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, Rogan's got a thing. And they're all taking their sweet time. But the Creek just hopped to it and got it cooking. And Nate, they were going to do outside shows because they're still kind of constructing. Mm-hmm. But then there's rain showers all day for Nate, so they had to push it in, so they just double-timed it and finished it.
Wow, that's exciting. Yeah, I can't wait to be there. You know how much I love Austin. I'm going to go to Magnolia. I'm going to be all over that shuffleboard court, South Congress. I'll go to the bookstore. I'll buy some old used book for no reason. Never look at it. I can't wait.
Signed by Frederick Douglass or whoever the hell, but yeah. So I fly back from Austin, land in New York, make sweet love to the dame, and then I got 3 shows uptown. I do a Jewish temple gig. Got a little weird in there. haul at me and Ian Lara. Hey, I jump in his Jeep. We haul ass. I do Eastville. I do some other show in Brooklyn. Then I go, oh, shit, it's 11. I have a second shot appointment in Tribeca at 11:50
Okay.
p.m. That was fun.
That really was.
So I'm like, first of all, you just think you're just planning out your night. You're trying to make it all work. And then it hits me. I'm in an Uber on the way to this Tribeca thing from Brooklyn. I'm like, I'm going to get a shot, a vaccine dose at 11 p.m., 11:50 p.m. in Tribeca. This is so weird.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't like these nighttime shots. I'm glad they're doing it all around the clock or whatever, but I'm a morning. You wake up, you go to the place, you get your shot in the morning, you go home, you watch movies, you fuck yourself in the ass. But this midnight doctor business, it feels like a back alley abortion or some weird shit.
It's kooky, it's eerie, it's creaky. I mean, already those government buildings I mentioned before, they're just sad, they're dingy, the weird lighting with the flickering, fluorescent going. It's all cuckoo. And you got to go through the metal detector, and everybody's angry at you, and there's a line of Chinese people for some reason. And now it's all that plus nighttime in New York when it's already pandemic-y and shut down, and Tribeca's already a ghost town. So the whole thing was odd, but the beauty of it is no one's there. It's me and some fucking mailman from, Bronx. And I zip right through, bing, bang, zoom, made a bad joke with the lady after she gave me the shot. She didn't laugh. I get out of there, I go home, and I'm a cunt where I'm like, everybody's like, a second shot's going to put you out, buddy. Give it 12 hours, you're going to be on the floor. Yeah, and I'm like, not me. I'm a tank. Don't even worry about me. Blow me, dickless. And I got no sleep that night. I don't know, I just couldn't fall asleep. And just couldn't do it. Got like 3 hours. Woke up, had a full day of shit, and SoulJoels.
Oh boy! The next day you did SoulJoel?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's bad.
Bad news bears, and I was feeling it, but I was pushing through, and we did it. It was fine. I mean, it was a little harder. It just feels like if we're at 10, 100% now, it feels like you're at about 60. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, 60 sounds about right.
Yeah, I hear all these. I took off work for a week. I had to go get a spa day and a massage and a shoot up a sex worker and all this. But I pushed through.
Well, here's what's so weird about this stuff, and some people get triggered if you talk about the fucking whatever it's called, the vaccine.
Oh, here we go.
Which I don't get, but it's the strangest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I don't get it either.
But some people, it's crazy. My mother, she's 85 years old, and she works at a hospital, and she got the shot early. She was like one of the first people. I think she was the first Deb on the planet to get a shot.
Yeah.
And she goes into work, and they're like, you could call out sick if you want. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fine. But she said everybody called out sick. She was the only one. She's like, I didn't feel anything.
Wow, she's a tough shit, Deb.
She certainly is. You got that right, and that's why I'm such a little bitch. That's why I want, cum and spit in my mouth and face, because she was always smacking me around and doing my laundry and throwing it at me.
Right.
So now I need a high heel in my ass to come, but that's neither here nor there. But so she was like, nothing happened to me. Don't even worry about it. They're all fucking losers. But then you talk to other people, and then supposedly it affects older people less, which is weird. It hits younger people harder, which is very bizarre. So I heard all kinds of stories, but the story I kept hearing from 3 different comics all said the same thing. They felt a little woozy, a little whoopy, and then at 4 a.m. they got hit with like body aches and chills, and it kept them up. So I was preparing for that, and I got the shot, 10:40 a.m. up in Harlem, East Harlem, and same as last time. I showed up nice and early, and I was the only one there. Like literally nobody there. It's a bunch of people in masks and the hazmat gear, and I had to shit so bad, and I was like, I got to use the bathroom, which is so weird because I'm the only one. There's 6 people. And so I'm like, before I go in, can I use the restroom? And then I'm in there for like 4 minutes because I'm shitting. And then someone's banging on the door. And the whole time I'm thinking, everyone knows I'm shitting. They're all out there. It's like, and they're professionals, so it's not that weird. And everybody shits, whatever, that R.E.M. song. But I just hate the feeling. They're all thinking about it. They have to be thinking about it.
I know. And then you come out, and it's almost like when you make a gutter ball in bowling. You got to walk past everybody again. They know exactly what happened. It's the worst feeling.
Gutter ball's a good name for a shit.
Ooh.
I got to take a gutter ball.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then a strike is like, I don't know.
Nothing came out?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
you
That's
have a-
interesting.
Do you have a gutter ball? Nah, it was a strike. We'll figure out the details later.
Yeah.
But I came out, same thing. I went straight in, like no lie. I had the easiest time. But the lady gave me the shot. Did you feel the second shot? I felt 0. I didn't even feel it go in.
It was definitely less. I felt it, but it was way less. The first one, I was like, ah! And it was not bad, but the second one was even better.
Felt 0, and I went back, and I felt fine all day. Sarah got it too, but she got it like 4 hours later. So we're hanging out watching some telly, and the movie's on or whatever, and all of a sudden about 11 p.m., 12 hours later, I started to be like, I feel wacky.
Yeah.
I started to feel fevery and a little wacky,
Yeah,
and then I
definitely
started to
wacky.
get like jacked up and cracked up and crazy.
Yeah. Had
And
the same.
she was like, I think you're nuts, you're paranoid, you don't know what you're talking about. But I was like, you're 4 hours behind me, sister. Mm-hmm. So I heard all about these body chills and the aches and the pains and the queaks and the squeaks. So I took 2 Tylenol PM. And that just fucking put me right out. Woke up at 8 a.m., felt fine, and then drove to Massachusetts and was pretty... what do you call it? Worn out. Just felt that like, ooh.
Yes.
It felt like the last day of the flu.
Yeah, exactly.
But she woke up and she's like, you weren't crazy. I'm a piece of shit. My cunt hurts. My face is weird. And so that felt good to be like, all right, so you see I'm not a bitch here.
No. And you still drove to Mass and knocked it out. Like you didn't, your high functioning flu. You didn't let it kill you.
Yeah, I drove home, saw my parents, made out with my dad, and all's well
Yes.
that ends well. But
Tradition.
We got a couple other sponsors
Oh,
on this
yeah.
episode, so we better...
I should say, Sarah has a new special out on YouTube. Check it out. It's a Voluptuous Boy.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Voluptuous Boy on YouTube. It's over 10,000 views the
Whoa!
first week. A lot of gays are in the comments. Is all gays. So thanks to everyone that went out and
Hell
watched
yeah.
that. And it's killer. By the way, Colin Quinn called me on the phone and was like, you got to tell Sarah this is amazing. I watched the whole thing.
That's a nice little feather in your cap there, Tolly.
He tweeted it, which was nice, but the phone call, it was just over the top. So that was exciting. And speaking of exciting, this episode, Tuesdays with Stories, is brought to you by ExpressVPN. A few decades ago, private citizens used to actually be private. That's right, folks. The internet changed everything. Whether you want it or not, you've got a permanent record online. Think about everything you've clicked on, searched, watched in the closet, my God, or airdropped on the subway. Yikes.
Ew.
To keep my data private, I use ExpressVPN. Everything you do online is big business for data companies, so the worst part is they don't have to tell you who they are selling it to or get your consent. These things is all crazy. One of these data points is your IP address. Data harvesters use your IP to uniquely identify you and your location, but with ExpressVPN, my connection goes through an encrypted server and my IP address is hidden. Every time I turn ExpressVPN on, I'm given a random IP address shared by other ExpressVPN customers. I mean, Mark, you love this stuff. Tell them how to use it. You know more than me.
Big fan of the VPN and their Express. No matter what device you're on, phone, laptop, smart TV, all you got to do is tap one button and you're in, baby. So if you're like me and Joe, you believe that your data is your business, secure yourself with #1 rated VPN on the market. Visit expressvpn.com/Tuesdays and get an extra 3 months free for free. Wow, 3 months. That's a lot. That's expressvpn.com/Tuesdays. One more time, go to expressvpn.com/Tuesdays to learn more.
For the folks listening at home, there's a cat between us.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get on the YouTube ASAP. Subscribe to the
yeah.
YouTube and see this thing. It's a giant fucking carpet with claws and ears.
It's a big coon. It's a Maine coon. Now it's going to town on the genitals.
I mean, there's just a cat eating its own pussy, a pussy eating pussy
Yeah.
in front of us, and it's touching me, which
It's
is...
never done. It's really bonding with you. This is something.
Well, I'm good with animals, evidently, because Louie's dog is just upset. Rosie, she just loves me. She blows me. I was petting her earlier. I thought she was going to come. The leg was kicking
yeah.
and jiving.
Wait till you give her the peanut butter on the cock.
Anyways, they're going to love this. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Feels
Yes.
CBD. I got to get another case of this stuff because I miss it. I'm taking Tylenol
yeah.
PMs and putting those in my butt.
Sure.
Love the CBD. It relaxes you. It helps you sleep. Get a little wink. It slows down everything just a little bit. It's a great thing. You put a little under your tongue. It's fun to feed your wife this thing. I just love it. I miss it. I got to get some more. Feels is a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. CBD naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. As I mentioned, it's worked for me. Really love it. You place a few drops of Feels under your tongue and feel the difference within minutes. The thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important, and everyone's dose is different, just like the vaccine.
Yep.
For real human support, if you're new to CBD, Feels offers a free CBD hotline and text message support to help guide your personal experience and help you find the right dose.
You got that right. Feel better naturally. Real human support. New to CBD. It offers all kinds of good stuff. Get in the membership, folks, so it just comes straight to your door every time you need it, and you'll save money. Start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/Tuesdays, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. Oh, man. So that's FEALS.com/Tuesdays to become a member and get 50% off automatically on your first order with free shipping. One more time, feals.com/Tuesdays, and feel better. I use it, helps me sleep. Big fan.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is really unprecedented here. I've never seen
It's scary because it keeps stretching, this cat. It's got long fingers and nails, and it really... I feel like Inspector...
Look at this. There you go. Enjoy it. Get into it. Let loose. Feel free.
The thing with cats, though, that's different than dog. Has this ever been talked about, the difference between cats and dogs?
Men and women is more rare.
The cats will turn suddenly and just do a swipe at you.
You're right. I've seen it, but I've never seen it with this cum guzzler. So, and also with cats, you can say super offensive slurs, too, and they take it very well.
Douche, cunt. I'm afraid nowadays. I mean, it's too much. In the old days, go rewind, watch the originals, and
Jew face,
good
dickless, cock breath, anal, angel,
butts, breasts, testicles. I mean, we got to clean it up. This is 2021. They're going to shoot us.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, at least the nice thing is people have to get on the Patreon to really find the good. I say that, but we do about 500 children fucking jokes.
Yeah, pedophile, yeah, ginger, yeah.
This is very soft.
Oh, it's a good coat, hell of a coat.
Oh, my God. This is like the softest thing I've ever felt. And I've felt my cock on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it's soft cock. And so I got to tell you, we did SoulJoel's and just had a good gaggle. We planned it out. Veter is so lonely now. He's a dad out in Jersey, and he's got a kid and a wife. So I go, he's like Kramer now. I'm like, you got any interest in driving a SoulJoel's? I'm outside. He just pulls up. He lives 45 minutes away. He drove all the way to New York, picked up me and Ruby, drove us all the way to SoulJoel's, went back the other way, and we just had a hoot and a holler, and we talked about life and love and anal and all this, and the crowd was just ripping. It was one of those magical, because I've done SoulJoel's in snow. I'm like a mailman. Snow, rain, sleet, earthquake, fog, Katrina, you name it. And this time was just 70 degrees, blue sky, the sun is setting. It felt like a festival.
Wow. What day was this?
Yesterday.
Wow. God.
That's
like the old Hot Soup crew.
Yes.
By the way, how fun is that?
That's what I called it. And then Doug Key showed up, which was great, because then we did the show. Everybody killed. It was hot. Raj showed up. We threw him on. He killed. And it was just like the crowd was just going nuts. And it was one of those beautiful shows where like Ruby went on first, and it was daylight. Then Veter went on. It was a little darker. Then Doug Key went on. It was a little. Then by the time I went on, it was nighttime, and the lights were twinkling.
Oh, that is a festival.
It was a fest.
I love that. You're like the Chili Peppers, and all the fires break out, and everyone gets raped. That's so fun.
That happened too, and just good vibes. All the gays were out there, and they're headlocking you, and they're taking photos with you. One guy looked exactly like you, and I got a photo with him.
Ouch.
You're not going to like it.
No.
But
no one's ever said that you look like this guy, and I'm like, oh, nice.
I will say I cleared it with like 9 people. I'm like, doesn't he? And they're like, oh, my God, he does. He didn't like it either, by the way.
Jeez.
No. Riffing. Joel's is tough now, too, because it's so great, and Joel's the man, but you go there 3 times a year or 3 times a month, so it's like going to church. You see everybody you know. I'm like, hey Harry, hey Billy, hey Johnson, and so you got to really riff it up for 28 minutes up top.
No, I'm fine. I got to bring like Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd next time I go because
Taxi.
I've come with Louis twice. I've come with Louis twice, and I'm out of people to bring. And now if Louis not there, I feel like I got the same act. I haven't written anything.
Yeah.
I open every show with I haven't written anything. They laugh, and there's like a few like Tuesday Army people that just there smiling at everything, which I appreciate. God bless you, but. I mean, I just feel like I can't write material as fast as he books us, and now everybody's like, he brings Louis, here we go.
I know.
I got to show up with, Richard Pryor and...
Gotta get Geraldo and Patrice, all the deads.
Groucho and...
Garland,
Ralphie May, it can open.
Yeah, don't bring Cosby. But yeah, it's just a special night, and then that drive home is great, because we crack a few beers, and you got that full belly of pizza and wings, and... Oh, it was just, we stop at Sheets, and then you see some people from the show there, and then you run away from them, and it was just a hoot and a holler.
It's the best feel in the world. You get the ice cream? You got to get the ice cream right next door. We got that. Last time we got that, and it was me and Louie and Sarah and Isabel, and then the crowd showed up, so we're sitting there, and then like one guy called it out. He's like, we're all just trying to act cool right now, and that was a fun moment because you're like, well, you're not...
I love the call-out guy. He keeps it real.
Yeah, you got to get a call-out.
Yeah, and the train went by during my set, which was annoying, but you also get to use it. I was like, oh, I guess they're picking up the Jews or some horrible joke, and they're like, ah! They just love the dirty shit. I made some horrible jokes about black people beating up Asians, and they're eating it up. It was just a great time. Yeah,
I was doing a joke, and the train came by, and I said, boy, that joke went off the rails, and I didn't even mean it, and then they went crazy, and that was fun. They're a good crowd, good people. Thank you, Joel.
Yes.
If you haven't had the SoulJoel experience yet, you got to go down there. I'm back in May, I think. May 24th or 26th or 23rd or 31st. Or
you got to write some zingers quick because it's blowing up, I feel like, and the sun is out now, so people really want to go drink and live it up. And so this guy shows up, Lang Media. Give him a shout out.
What's his name? Media?
I think that's the company. And he had a drone. That was a great one, and the cat didn't flinch.
That was fun.
So this guy shows up, Lang Media, with a drone. He did a drone shot. We'll put it on the Patreon. At first you're like, all right, what a drone shot. Who am I, fucking Eddie Griffin or over here? My Motley Crue? But... it was beautiful. He sent me the footage today. It looks like fucking incredible. It's just a yawn there. And I've never seen him more. I think the fart got him, by the way. He's got to walk. This cat is stretching like he's an aerobics instructor.
Like he's got to go run.
Yeah.
You sound on your phone. This thing's scary. I don't like that he's facing me.
Well, he's just taking it easy. He's sleeping. Literally sleeping. But that fart really walked him.
That fart is insane.
Whew. Yeah, what'd you have there? A burrito?
I had a burrito.
Yeah, I got a whiff of salsa and pico, maybe some corn. But yeah, great night. It was lunch, and everybody went home happy.
I'm dying to see the drone. I mean, how high are we talking? He goes up, he gets the whole crowd. Did they do a wave thing? Was it directed, or he just got it during the action?
I told him, I was like, look, I'm a retarded person. Like, I'm just gonna go out there. And he was like, all right, all you got to do is go when I say go, and I'll make it work. And he was super cool. And it went like this. It went from the back of the tent and then around me like that. And I went. And you could see it going like, whoa, and the crowd was like, what the fuck? And I made a nicest joke with a drone and all that, and it hit, and the place was just loving it. It was just good vibes all around. Everybody was into it, and the footage was super cool.
Does the drone go?
It does. It's a little loud.
Okay, but not the worst. It's only a couple minutes.
Yeah, it was the whole thing took a minute and a half, and then it zipped away, and it was beautiful, and you make a joke about it, and. All's well that it drones well, and yeah, good times.
Well, no need to drone on, but I mean that
drone strike.
That fart cat gets up and leaves. I mean that's an all-time classic.
We gotta get the clip of that one, Shelbo.
The cat really good work.
Well, the cat, the beauty of the cat was it didn't go Jesus. It just said, "Yep, that's not for me," and I'm taking a breather about a foot away.
I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
Woo!
He's actually in direct fart path.
I know.
Now.
It's not smart enough. It's like, okay, maybe he liked it. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he's like, I'd like a cleaner look at that. Better view.
Right.
Get it a little quicker. But that fart was insane smelling. I apologize. I had a big burrito. Because, I was hanging out, working on this thing, and the Chipotle across the street. And I feel like Kramer with the hot dog in the movie line. Remember, he's just supposed to be saving the spot?
At it, yeah.
I just kept looking at that Chipotle. My reflux has come back. The silent re is fucking me up the ass. But you're just looking at that little Chipotle thing in the circle, and I ran over there. I had no gift cards, but because I'm not on the road anymore, or we weren't for a long time.
We're still taking those gift cards, folks.
Love the gift cards. I got 58 Cheesecake Factories.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
So thank you for the Cheesecake Factories. Appreciate it. I'm in Omaha in a couple weeks, next week, this weekend. Holy shit.
Colleen.
Colleen Quinn, not to be confused with Colin Quinn, who loved the special. Anyways, so I went and got a Chipotle burrito. Then I had a big smoothie, and so my farts smell like AIDS, basically.
Yeah, I had Chipotle today as well, and they give me the gurgles and then the quiet deadlies.
Yes, that's what I get. Well, mine weren't quiet, but yes, weird, long, strange farts. But
like that ghost fart that just goes.
Yes, exactly. So I got to tell you about. I talked about this in the Patreon. The patrons got a sneak peek at this, sneak preview. But I got some updates because I just had my first rehearsal.
Please, I'm dying to hear about this, folks. Buckle up.
So there's a fella named Mariano. He's Peruvian, and as you know, I visited Peru years ago
the ruins.
to see my ex, and
she's ruined.
Oh, it was ruins, all right.
Yeah,
ruined my life. But she's happy now, and I pretend to be. But so. This guy hits me up on Instagram, and he says, hey, I'm an NYU grad student, and during pandemic, we all questioned our lives. I started wearing dresses and heels, and, you played basketball a couple times. So
nipple piercings.
It's, we all start questioning, and I always wanted to be in filmmaker.
Yes,
we both went to New York Film Academy. That's all I ever wanted to be was Scorsese and Allen and the other guy, and so I started... I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm a piece of shit. I should at least try to act. I always wanted to be an actor and win an Oscar and thank my mother and give it to my dad and whatever.
Sure.
So I'm like, I got to start doing that. I emailed my manager and agent, said, start sending me out, even if it's commercials. I liked being on set when I did commercials. It's fun. It's fun to pretend and, load up on guns and whatever. It's fun to lose and to pretend. Nirvana. That's what I'm referencing. But anyways, so... Right when I said that, you put it out in the universe, you take your tits out, and people will come on them.
You got that right.
I get a message from Mariano from Peru, where I've visited, so I got a lot of interlocking things, and he says, hey, I went to school in Boston. I'm from Peru. I go to NYU, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm jizzing all over the place.
Yes.
And he's like, I love your podcast. I love Tuesdays with Stories. I love Mindful Metal Jacket. I love all the things you do. And he's like, I don't like Joe and Rana. The other guy's annoying. But
classic.
He said, I love all these things. Would you want to be in a movie, my student film, whatever? I said, yeah, fuck yeah. Here's my email. So we start emailing. We do a couple Zoom audition-y things. He writes the script, and I'm in the movie.
Wow.
I got a part in the movie. I'm like the main character. I'm like the guy.
Wow. Now, let me ask, did you read the script and go, I'm in, or did you say I'm in? Was it one of those, I need to approve this? This could be shoddy crap here.
I said, I'm in. He's NYU. He's grad. He seems like a nice guy. He's got his shit together. And, he's just, as soon as I talked to him, he just calmed me. He was just a beautiful soul. It was coming through on Zoom. I was like, I really like this guy. So, handsome guy, by the way.
Oh, boy. He's got to be. Mariano. There's no ugly Mariano.
No, good point. Trying to think.
Mariano, yes.
Mariano Rivera is the only one I know.
Who's that?
Not hot. He was a baseball player.
Oh, right.
But
a talent. He's sexy in his own right.
It was a fun story. I was at his 500th save. He's like the most saves ever, and I was at his 500th.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I was so drunk the next day. People were like, 500th save? And I was like, nah, no kidding. I witnessed it in history. Didn't even realize.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Anyways.
You catch the TV version.
Who gives a shit? I was there. I remember. It's a fun story.
There you go.
Anyways, so I agree to the film. I'm in the film. It's very exciting. And today was the first rehearsal. So I'm nervous because I'm working with a guy who's like a real actor. It's me and this one other guy. And he's like a Broadway, TV, New York actor.
That's intimidating.
So I'm shitting my pants. And Mariano's shooting the film on film.
Wow, that's expensive.
Crazy expensive. And like each canister has 10 minutes of film in it.
This guy's a real buff.
He's a maverick, this guy. So, and I'm a goose. So I go over there and I'm shitting my pants because I got to meet an actor and he's a real actor and he reads scripts and has takes and whatever. And I'm just an asshole. I don't have anything memorized and I stink and I'm gay.
Sure.
And I got to fart. That was a little squeaker. It smells so bad. I'm so sorry. I really apologize. Let's see how the cat reacts.
The cat's just gone unconscious. Oh, there he goes. I think the carbon monoxide is putting him out.
I don't think he's gotten it yet.
By the way, we're bombing with this thing. Not one laugh.
Well, we get 9 tries.
There you go. So you're Goose.
It sucked. I hate myself.
It's all right.
But so I'm Goose. I get there and it's at like Sutton Place. You ever hear that street?
I have heard of Sutton.
It's like way east. It's in the East River in a sack.
That's a rich area, I think.
Extremely rich. We show up. It's like very like park happy.
Yeah.
It's this big, beautiful doorman place, and they got the lights all set up, and we're rehearsing. I've never rehearsed anything in my entire life.
Oh yeah, no rehearse like Jackie Gleason. I'm pushing through. Ooh-wee. I feel like I'm at a deli in Calcutta.
New Delhi. So
Cats is...
We get there, we go over the movies, and it's just very exciting, and you start to get the flow down, and I'm working with the other actor, and he's playing my therapist, and he's just got that stare, and he's an actor stare, and I can't look at somebody who's serious. I can't, even you just now. I want to kill myself.
It's the worst.
So we have to like lock eyes, and I keep just... but luckily I'm playing like a version of myself, so it's not too hard. It's not like I'm playing, a British guy with no legs or whatever.
Right, that's not or a retarded person.
Right.
How do they do it? I mean, you just see, because when the guy says cut, I go, oh, that was hell. But they're into it.
Well, then it's awkward because Mariano says to the other actor, he goes, what do you feel? How'd you feel? And this guy goes, well, I think my breath could be a little shorter. And am I going for am I underwater or am I above the clouds? And I'm just sitting there like sweating because I know he's going to turn and ask me.
Yes.
So I'm like trying to come up with stuff. I'm Googling like what do actors say? I'm like, Marlon Brando interview, and it comes back to me, and I'm like, I think I should put tissues in my mouth. Like, maybe he's got an injury, and so I'm shitting my pants over there, but I think it went well. I don't have it memorized, but I feel like I kind of got it. And then he did the thing that every comedian trying to be an actor wants. He's like, make the lines your own. Make it a little more. And I'm like, thank fucking Christ on Christmas.
You had to memorize this.
Well, sort of, yeah. I memorized the beats and everything.
Okay.
So I think I got it down, but we shoot tomorrow, 9 a.m. We got to get 3 COVID tests, and I'm fully vaxxed.
Oh, what a waste of jizz.
And NYU is like insane. The actors can't be more than 6 feet apart or closer than 6 feet for 9 minutes. And if you shoot like an intimacy scene, it's going to be a mannequin.
What?
Yes, it's batshit crazy, these NYU people.
And you're vaxxed. I mean, what are we doing? What's the point of the vaccine?
Fully vaxxed and whatever. It doesn't matter. But... So I got to get tested 3 times tomorrow. But
wow, that's silly.
I'm shooting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're using terms like heavy and light and weird and lighting. So it's exciting, but I'm working in film. I'm a film actor, for God's sake.
It's the whole 9. You got a grip and a gaffer and a queefer.
And how about this? The gaffer... Huge Tuesday.
No way.
Massive gay. He was like, what? I can't believe you got him. This is crazy. It's so exciting. He's like, you should have gotten Mark, but this will still be cool.
Oh, it's a different vibe, different role.
So it's very exciting. We got a real gaffer, and I'm a goof, and I can't wait. I'm going to shoot all weekend, so I'll update everyone next week.
Oh, boy. Now... Are you allowed to post this places, or is this some kind of Cannes Film Festival Tribeca thing? Like, can you post it on your YouTube?
I don't know. Post-it note. I have no idea. I think I'm gonna get a piece of it when it comes out. We'll see. But I might ruin it first. I gotta see it before I can show it to anybody. But that's the big fear. But I talked to Alan, our therapist, the best.
Older.
And I said, I'm so afraid I'm going to ruin this movie. This poor kid, he flew all the way from Peru, and he's going to make a movie, and I'm going to just eat shit and stink in it. And he said, where's his responsibility? He's like, he knows you. He hired you. He casted you.
That's true.
He's like, if you ruin it, that's his fault. And I was like, that's a good point.
It's a great way to look at it, too.
You leave, and you're like, that's a good point. But then you're like... I mean, I guess, but he still thought I was going to be good, and he was wrong.
Yeah.
But I sucked.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nice way to look at it, but you still could suck.
Yeah, if I suck, I'll still feel bad. I don't want to suck, and then just be like, well, whatever, you hired a shitty actor because I suck. But
yeah, I mean, then Alan could say that, hey, you're a shitty therapist. Well, you hired me.
Right.
You're paying the bill.
By the way, we got one more sponsor.
Oh, geez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got one more, and last but certainly not least, I'm very excited about Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Sunday Custom Lawn Plans. Now, as you guys know, obviously we don't have lawns. You're in Manhattan, I'm in Queens. There's no lawns to be seen.
No,
but
not trimmed.
These folks were nice enough to offer us a kit. I went online. I was like, I'll send it to my dad. Maybe then he'll love me. And it was the coolest experience because you type in your address and they go, bloop, they take a satellite photo of the lawn. They do a quick guesstimate of the size of your lawn.
What?
They take all the weather from the last 50 years. They have the temperature, the moisturizer. They figure out what kind of grass you have. And they're like, bang, this is the package for you. I sent it to my dad. He texted me. He's like, this is so exciting. And I went up to visit, and he's like, oh, my God, I'm shitting all over the place. I can't believe how excited I am. I got mosquito spray, the thing. I can already see the seedlings coming up. This is the coolest thing. If you want to get your dad a gift, this is the gift to get. It's Sunday Custom Lawn Plans. New kind of gardening. It uses soil climate data to create a tailored nutrient plan for your exact location. It's unbelievable. You can't even believe how cool it is. And then they give you updates. They check in with you. It's super duper cool. You can grow a beautiful lawn that's better for people, pets, and the planet. That's the other thing. It's environmentally safe and conscious and all that good stuff.
There you go, conscious.
It's so cool. Tell them how to get it. You got it there.
I got to do this for my pop. He's getting old and can't do the mowing anymore. So let's do it, folks. This is really something. Let Sunday take the guesswork out of growing a greener, more beautiful lawn this spring. Visit getsunday.com/Tuesdays to get $20 off your custom lawn plan at checkout. That's $20 off your custom plan at getsunday.com/Tuesdays. I'm going to do this for old Papa Normand.
It's very exciting. You got to get on it. It's fun. By the way, while we were talking, I just got my call sheet. It's so exciting.
Oh, my God. This is the real deal.
I thought it was 9 a.m., and it just says cast 9:30, so I got the extra half hour.
Oh, I love an extra half. That people don't realize that, hey, meet at 10:15. That 15 minutes is saving my life.
It's big. So got the call sheet, and this whole weekend, by the time this comes out, I will have shot the whole thing, been fired, and shot myself. But
yes.
I'm excited, and hopefully it'll be out. Maybe when it comes out, I'll ask him if we can throw it on the Patreon for the patrons, because I just want to plug the Patreon. I mean, our Patreon blew up. We added 100 new subscribers in the last week, so thanks to everybody that joined up. We should do that thing where we say their names.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
It seems very popular these days.
Yeah, Chuck, we love you, Chuck. This guy's a wizard with the ones and anals and the Jews. He's really good, so thank you, Chuck, and I think he's gonna come on board. And my back. Yeah, Must Queef TV, 3-camera shoot. And he spliced the commentary with the episode. It's unbelievable, unreal.
And then there's a few Curb episodes up there, a couple Seinfeld episodes. We did a full half-hour regular show, which was a really fun one. So some of you got a sneak preview about this film story, and a bunch of other stuff. And it's exciting. This is an exciting time for the Patreon. Big boost in quality, big boost in content. And I just got to ask about this movie. I'm so intrigued. Are you playing you? I'm playing Joey. So a version, but I'm a comic in therapy, so it's not a big stretch. I'm a big stretch, but it's not a big stretch. Stretch mark. Hey, have you done that video yet? What's that? Have you done that video yet? Stretch mark Norman. I guess I got to put on a fat suit. Yeah, or you fuck fat girls or whatever. You can ask permission, maybe, but something stretch mark. Now, how long is this? Is it a short? It's a short. It's 7 minutes total, so it's a real short. All right, it's a Veter. Dick, yeah. So I think it's going to be good, though. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the script. I'm excited about Mariano, and it's acting. I'm acting. I can't believe it. I'm so impressed. It's got to be cool having a crew shooting you. Well, that happens tomorrow, so I'm terrified. But it's film. I mean, it's like if people don't know, flap. Film it's limited, and that's it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. So that's it. You're losing light. It's pretty tricky and scary, and like I said, he's got 40 minutes total of film. What? Which is crazy. Normally you film, 500 hours for 80 minutes or whatever the formula is. And I can't remember. This ain't Coppola where they go, we're over budget. We need to push it another week. And the studio goes, that's more money. This is it. 40 minutes. No, they'll kick you out of school, I think. I don't know. So it's scary. It's crazy. It's creepy. But I'm excited to do it. And then I got spots after one of them. And then the rest of the weekend I took off. So I'm pretty excited. I'm so proud of you for opening up the DM and taking a wacky
gig and taking a chance on life and Peruvians and jumping into the film biz.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm trying to get in there, get up my ass, and I'm writing this other thing that's probably stupid and will never go anywhere. But, I'm trying. I'm gay.
Yeah, you got to try. You got to go gay, and you got to change genders now. So good for you. And folks, I don't know how we're doing on time.
We got to wrap this thing up.
Oh,
I mean,
geez.
it's like we're overtime here.
But, check out the Patreon. Come see us live. We're back out there where we're living. We're zinging and zanging all over God's green earth, mostly America. But, all kinds of Salt Lake City's coming up, and Tacoma, Spokane. I'm going to do a whole LA podcast run. You got some big pods cooking on the way, and it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. This weekend I'm in Omaha, Friday, Saturday only, with Andy Fiore.
Oh,
that's fun.
That's great.
A lot of Seinfeld references. That'll be a fun one, and
that might get old after night too, but that'll be a fun weekend.
It's only 2 nights, Friday, Saturday.
Perfect.
Omaha, Nebraska this weekend. Get your tickets, get out, and then Paramount Theater May 15th. Buy the fucking tickets. Austin, Texas. And then I'm at Mohegan Sun, finally, Comics Roadhouse, the weekend after, May 20th to the 22nd. That was the date I canceled the weekend, of COVID came out, whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
Matt Wayne's coming with me. I think he has a podcast coming out soon. I don't
think
know.
so. But, man, you got some good, fun opener. Me and Fiore tied one on. Just sitting at that table one night for like 6 hours, boozing it up.
Andy Fiore was in your house?
Yeah, it was super weird, but it felt like college. We just beer for beer. Then he ordered beer on Drizzly, and the lady showed up, and we all just told stories, and it was a wacky kind of, what do you call that? Spontaneous.
Combustion.
Yes. We were outside. He said, man, I'd love to get a drink, but this pandemic has a curfew. And I said, well, I got a full bar cart and a fridge of beers. And he said, well, what do you think? And then we, blew each other, and my asshole bled, and he went home.
No kidding. This changes everything. It's weird when you find out someone was hanging out with someone in their house.
Sitting
You're like,
right there
I'm looking at this guy completely differently.
He almost slept over. I had to kick him out, but he put his jammies on. It got weird.
Slept over.
Yeah, anybody, if I see you on the street and it's a weekend, I'll invite you up.
Oh, all right. Invite them up. Great show. Remember?
Yeah, Bobby Tisdale.
Never did it. Shits and farts. Anyways,
We
yeah.
do farts.
It's been fun. And what are you leaving?
I was trying to fart on the cat.
Boy, that was
Shit, sorry,
the cat.
folks.
Hilarious. He went like this. I mean,
You gotta hand it to the cat for taking it on the face.
that was a real dud. I mean, what happened? You were like Costanza out there when he couldn't come up with a lie.
It came out, but it was air. It didn't make a. I got a loose asshole. I'm gaping.
I don't know what happened there, but if you're just on audio, is anyone on audio anymore? It's all video. It's all YouTube. I hate the video.
Is anyone on audio? No, what are they in a bunker? Listen to a ham?
I mean, I still listen to podcasts on audio or by audio,
I do too.
via audio, whatever. I mean,
I'm by.
the idea of sitting and watching a YouTube video is just blows my mind.
They put it on
never
TV and they eat dinner. It's bananas.
People talk about YouTube rabbit hole. I'm like, I don't watch YouTube.
Oh, I do
don't.
that.
I'm out on YouTube.
You would love
but-
it. It's got everything from every baseball play to every comic to every kung fu ninja to every Sports Illustrated swimsuit, whatever you like.
All right, maybe I'll check it out or whatever. But I'm just afraid of the algorithm and getting stuck and the whole thing. Whatever.
you get caught in the web there, fatty.
Yeah, I don't like a web.
No web, worldwide.
Spud web.
Charlotte's.
All right, folks, join the Patreon and fuck your dad in the ass if he lets you.
Yes. Kiss me on the lips. Praise Allah.
George is saying cut it.